Hello, everybody. Today we are going to be reading the Terraria lore. Please go. Maybe I should just keep it like this. Alrighty. You ready? Welcome to the world of Terraria, a land full of mystery and wonder, with much of its destiny left up to the wildest imaginations. However, a few legends of old have made their way into our present time, passed down by countless generations of the Order of the Guide. These few scraps of information will serve to help you navigate your journey and overcome threats lurking in the shadows. This knowledge is now passed on to you, the brave adventurer, with the hope that it would aid you in your quest to save our world. In the beginning, the gods established a balance to guarantee fairness for all living creatures. This balance was to be of paramount importance, with no cost too great in seeking its fulfillment. Eons have passed since the gods first began testing the complexities of life in their fairness experiment. In this process, countless living worlds were created and now exist within the Terraria universe. Each world of Terraria is a sentient being that knows all that goes on and can feel feel the thoughts of all living creatures, with their sole purpose being to ensure that the desired balance is maintained, often violently so. The worlds utilize many defense mechanisms to ensure the balance is upheld at all costs. Some of them are known as the Hollow, Corruption, and Crimson. The Crimson. The Crimson is a single emergent living being connected directly to each world, sharing a hive mind and solely focused on restoring balance at all costs. Thousands of worlds before the one on which you stand have now been absorbed by this being. Many misguided people have made the horrific mistake of raising the Crimson to a level of deity, conducting human sacrifices to it to placate the monstrosity or seek its favor. The Crimson gladly consumes these bodies, becoming one with them and producing terrifying beings who lose all their ability to feel and blindly follow the hive mind. The Corruption. The Corruption is a cancer caused by the sins of those living in the worlds of Terraria. The vile actions and thoughts present in all beings feed the growth of the corruption as it spreads relentlessly across each world. The Corruption knows nothing else but to consume everything it touches, leaving behind terrible creatures of hate that exist for the sole reason to cause pain and punishment for the unearned pleasure experienced by living things. After the Corruption restores balance to life, that's a separate sentence. After the Corruption restores balance to life, it destroys everything with the goal of turning the world into a desolate abyss void of life. Alrighty. The Hollow. The Hollow, on the other hand, is of an entirely different nature. Within each world, I can't read. Within each world is a guardian who serves as the world's master and core. Once this creature is destroyed, the world will release ancient spirits of light and dark to expedite the process of finding a new guardian. It is here when the Hollow is created and functions as an overcompensation of purity taken to the absolute extreme. The Hollow cures threats that would attempt to violate the critical balance of life, killing anything in its path as though if it were treating an infection, whether friend, foe, or neutral party. Ultimately, the Hollow serves to push against back against the never-ceasing encroachment of control. It is against the backdrop of this precious balance of life, desolation, and pain that the great battles of legend and the adventures of our time take place in the blind spot of the universe. There exists a planet of unprecedented potential, your world. Your story begins with Cthulhu, a creature of immeasurable power and an unknown origin, who arrived long ago with its seemingly sole purpose to rain destruction on and to have domain over all the sentient life that flourishes on your world. Okay. Next is nothing. Okay, so this is the lore of the Dryads, I believe. The War of Cthulhu, and Dryads, okay. None could stand against the advances of Cthulhu. The very fabric of Terraria itself seemed on the precipice of doom. At last, when all hope seemed to be lost, the ancient race of Dryads arose to wage battle against Cthulhu. The Dryads, with their unparalleled connection to the planet, were Terraria's truly last hope as they joined together to save all life from annihilation. The Dryads were also unable to kill Cthulhu. However, with the Dryads' combined power, they were able to cripple Cthulhu's ability to wreak further damage on Terraria by ripping out Cthulhu's eyes, part of its skeleton, and chunks of its brain. Ultimately, the substantial damage forced Cthulhu to retreat to the dark side of the moon, where it dwells to this day, gathering strength for another attempt at total conquest. As for the Dryads, sadly, all but a single member perished, and the sole survivor has not been seen for many, many years. Much time has passed since the Great War of Cthulhu. However, rumors tell of a lunatic cult led by a fanatical zealot that is methodically seeking to revive Cthulhu to its former power and bring about the end of the world. As part of these efforts, a renowned genius, known simply as the Mechanic, has been kidnapped and forced to rebuild the parts needed to make Cthulhu whole once again. Hushed whispers tell of the results of these experiments, horrible mechanical simulacrums of Cthulhu's organs, and the Mechanic has nearly completed her work, only needed to finish the mechanical brain to restore Cthulhu to its full destructive power. Alright, so this is the last part of the lore, and I'm going to explain what I've gathered from it. Okay. Passing travelers hear construction and screams emanating from the dungeon, an evil demonic fortress of the dead in which the Mechanic is supposedly held prisoner as she conducts her work. Many across Terraria have fallen into the possession of the cult, including the benevolent old man who oversees the dungeon, a once thriving city full of life, until a curse forced all of its inhabitants to go mad, living beyond the point where their bodies rotted away and they became mindless undead servants of evil. Without some intervention, some force to stem this tide, some hero to save the day, Terraria's doom is nigh at hand. This brings us to our adventure. It begins with you, in humble beginnings, and shown your path by the faithful and mysterious guide. As this world champion, you will experience communications from the world to help protect your missions. The world has brought you to this specific location in this specific time. You will stand up will you stand up and fight for Terraria against the glowing shadows of impending doom? Okay. Wow. All right. So I have gathered a lot from this. So Cthulhu is obviously the half of the Moon Lord that is left. That's pretty interesting, actually. I have never fought him. Don't worry, I'll blur out those people's names. I have never fought him. Not sure if I should have. But, I mean, I haven't even gotten that far to fight him. Because, like I said, I just returned to the game recently. And I'm also gathering that the mechanic is probably the creator of the mechanical Eater of Worlds, mechanical, or the twins, and Skeletron Prime. I believe that because she is obviously being forced to build these monstrosities, and so that, I mean, I don't think she's building it for the purpose of killing people, because it said that she is a prisoner and forced to build them. So, Jesus Christ. Wow, this is insane. So I think she created the mechanical Eater of Worlds, Skeletron Prime, and the twins, who are the 3 mechanical bosses. I'm pretty sure that's all of them. And yeah, so I'm thinking, what if she did build the brain of Cthulhu and the rest of the body? Maybe that's in update 1.4. I haven't seen the video for it for a computer, but phones are mobile is gaining the 1.3 update, of course. But computers are getting 1.4. I haven't seen the video for it, but I wonder if maybe there's going to be like a DLC where they have the brain of Cthulhu, and Cthulhu is built as to its full extent. That would be interesting. So it shows the different demon altars. So this is the Crimson altar, and this is the Corruption altar. I don't know what that is. Is that those weeds that, or that? What is this? Oh, those are the orbs of the that spawns the Eater of Worlds. Okay, so this is obviously the eye of Cthulhu right here. This is just sun, and this is a pixie. Shit, I didn't mean to click that. This, I don't know what that is. I should know. I'm pretty sure this is the golden hearts in the jungle. And this is just a skull. It's not really anything in particular, I don't think. This looks like the Skeletron skull, but on fire. And this is obviously Fallen or Mana Star, and this is a Heartstone. Let's see. This is a sunflower, maybe? I don't know. And this is obviously a tree. And then this is showing the eclipse, which is an important part of the game, I'm pretty sure. So, I'm also wondering, I always just thought that Terraria was the name of the game. I didn't think that it was, I didn't really expect this game to have a lore, like an actual lore. I knew it kind of had some meaning to it. I gathered that much, but I didn't know it would have an actual lore, which is very amazing that they made this, because it explains a lot. So what I'm gathering is that Terraria is not just the name of the game, it's what the universe is. So basically, wait, there's multiple pages, unless this is just a page of comments. Okay, yeah, that's just a page of comments. Wow. Yeah, see, 8 years, and then, yeah. Wow, that's pretty crazy. Alright, let's read this. So, happy 8th Terraria anniversary, everyone. 8 years is a long time indeed, and it has been a wild ride, one full of ups and downs, joy and challenges, and a whole lot of additions to the game we all love so much. What began as a game that ended with Skeletron has flourished. Oh my god, this game ended with the final boss as Skeletron? Has flourished into an expansive adventure that spans multiple diverse biomes, culminating in an epic battle against the dreaded Moon Lord, who is the half of the body of Cthulhu. We never could have made it this far without your amazing, unwavering support, and we promise we never have and never will take that lightly or for granted. Thank you. As a way of celebrating the occasion, we figured it would be fun to give everyone a little peek behind the curtain to what, why, and how this great Terrarian of this great Terrarian adventure. Why are things in the world that the way they are? What's the deal with the Dryad? And read on to have your burning questions answered and even deeper questions raised, because after all, it's still your adventure as well. So, another thing I'm wondering, so what's the deal with my DG guys, Dungeon Guardians? What's the deal with the Dungeon Guardians? They're really fucking annoying. Oh my god, it's a furry. Oh my god, it's another furry. Ah! Oh, it's Chippy! Hi, Chippy! Go follow Chippy. He's an amazing YouTuber. Alright, let's get back to the top. Wow. So... Wow. So this is a lot of information to take in. For sure. Man, 8 years. So the Eye of Cthulhu is one of the first bosses after you get 20 hearts. Well, you could fight Skeletron right away, but that's not a smart idea. You could also fight the Eater of Worlds right away, theoretically. Wow, this is amazing. This is really cool to think about. Alright, so I'm going to end the video off here. I will see you guys in the next video. I'm probably going to post a second one, second of the Terraria Let's Play today. And yeah, I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.